Yo, I said yo. Let's help out Granson. He's a good kid, you know? The princess and her knight. Alright, so this is the Granson line of quests. He likes to have a tank with him, so I am on that. Level 76 in this chain. The next one will be 78, and it should be a little... I'm not entirely certain what happens after the 78s, because... Well, maybe I am, because I think I did... Anyway, we'll see. But here we go. The princess and her knight. We are in Mordsuk in Amarang. Cutscene. Hey there, sinner. I broke the bad news to the widow of that scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect. After she'd cried herself hoarse, I started asking her about the choker and where her husband had got it. Cutscene goes dark. A little flashback thing here. Seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmeg a year or so back. We see a couple Mord and 4 humanoids with a polearm wearing dude in front and a shield wearing dude next to him. Hoping to cart off all the Voberite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learned about. Of course, in their greed, they neglected to account for the Fey folk, who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find: 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the Fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Yule Morin. Either that merchant you met at the Beehive or an agent of his, I'd wager. I forgot what voice I did for Granson, so it's like this. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Dikaiosyne attacks Right, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mordsuk keeps the choker, the Eyes of Orthus, locked away for safekeeping, and when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Dikaiosyne's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed a third one, the Claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end, we'll have to venture into the fairy kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and we're not like to be treated any better. I am. I've traveled to Ilmeg before. I was away with the Fae for a time. Why does that not surprise me? Well, if you and the Fae have an understanding, perhaps we can traverse their lands without worry. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask after this Voberite ring, sorry. Cutscene over. We're gonna fly around. Or just... Yeah, it's a couple zones away. We'll just teleport. Whatever. 332 to teleport. I will not spend a freaking token on that. Thank you very much. I bought something on Amazon that's supposed to be here pretty soon today. I can't remember what it is. Oh, yeah. Alright, here's Granson. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack, though that might be preferable to the Fae, frankly. I didn't protect him at all because I teleported, so he's awesome. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually if we're going to find this ring. After all, the new Mao were part of Voberite society, and without their help, I'm not sure where to even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to? I know where they are. Well, there's Pla Enni. Pla Enni, eh? Very well. Lead on, sinner. I think I have the teleport for this. Where did you go? Yeah. Handi G. G means gill. I know it means grand, but it means gill in this game. So 100 gill. Honey G. Day and Ken, I'll talk to you first since you're right here. Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? A ring that belonged to the royal family of Vobert, and it was called the Claws of Orthus. But Vobert is long gone, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Alright. I don't need your postulation, I just need to know facts. Lala Ul, or Iala probably, because there's a capital I is a straight line, and a capital L would be a capital L. So this is Iala Ul. Oh, hello there. You have questions for me? The Claws of Orthus? It is a ring, you say? The name I have heard before, but I know nothing save that... Oh! Sul Ul served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they will have a knowledge of this treasure you seek. Alright. Let's head in that direction, then. If you do not remember, this is the land of kind of like... the upright... The way they talk, they served their masters, but like not in a slave way. Like they're just like they live to serve. They kind of look like thick, long-tailed mole people. So like they would be like dogs, kind of more or less, but they're moles, but they stand upright. I may not be describing them very well. And they live in mushroom houses, like giant mushrooms, white mushrooms with red caps. Yeah. Hollowed out, I guess. Had yourself a conversation or three. Learn anything interesting? So this Sul Ol is the one we got to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family, which would mean they've lived well over a century. Bugger me. I will not bugger you, sir. Not my type. Got a ring in your ear, or an ear, you know, men with earrings. Yeah. Here's Sul Ul. Cutscene. I almost got an eyebrow piercing once, but they wouldn't do the parallel to the eyebrow because they said that it would fall out because it's with the grain, so it'd be more likely for my eyebrow bone, the occipital bone, to push it out over time. And I didn't want the one that goes like across, like up and down, under, I guess technically, the eyebrow. I didn't know that one. I'm glad I didn't get any of it, but I might like a tattoo one day, but I don't know what I would get. I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Oh, we get a headache. White screen, then darkness. We see Sul Ul, I think, in the past. The fifth was discovered yesterday, a young girl not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. She's speaking to a Rogadan gentleman with a crown, as if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me you at least learned something from this one. And he's talking to a Rogadan... No, the kind of female that has like the bone protrusions that kind of look like scaled bones, like horns. I don't remember what their race is called, even though I can play one now. I studied her... Is it a dude? I think it's a dude. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain a powerful magic had been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That is all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honour as court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs, without hesitation. But these are our kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Vobert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into his castle. This castle. A random voice says, death is already here. Surely you must see that. We turn to see who it is. A female with the whole bone thingy. And I will not let it be whispered that Princess Soldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Voberite's soul, mine most of all. And that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead? Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high? Yes, exactly. You are their princess. You are Brandon, yes? The new recruit? A rather promising one, from what the captain has told me. You will attend to me personally. Oh, Brandon. I should have recognized him. My lady. You heard me. I will not stand idly by and have the power to... when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. It zoomed in, the camera zoomed in for a second on this little like pearl or like teardrop shaped white gem that comes down like to the bridge of her nose from the crown she's wearing across her forehead. Lady Saldia, I understand. Forgive me my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. Saldia. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come. On the kick drum. Now, lady. Sorry. Now? Lady Saldia. Lady Saldia! And he goes running after her. Butcher that one. Ever the stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck. Brandon, you will need it and more. We've come out of our headache. Granson says, Hey, are you alright? The way you were holding your head, as if racked by a terrible pain. What happened to you just now? You explain the vision. Lady Saldia, you saw her with your mind's eye? Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean she's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? You explain. I see. And for this hunt of yours, you have come to Ilmeg in search of the claws of Orthus. I'm afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know that you are capable of facing the eater you seek. Okay. There is a spot in a river not far from here in which I used to bathe, until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, they should pose no challenge whatsoever. You do the whole fist and palm thing, baby. Bring it on. As for you, I have questions, she says, turning to... Fucking what, wait, no, before I click, I know his name. Hold on. I got this. Nope, do I not have it? Hold on. Motherfucker. I hate my memory sometimes. Whatever. He just shrugs. Oh, sorry, yeah. She does a little dance. He kind of shrugs. Oh, Granson. There we go. I said it before it popped up. I did. Don't. Why do you doubt me? Why does everybody doubt me all the time? My girl likes to doubt me all the time. If your girl doubts you in a playful way, fucking awesome. You gotta keep her there. If she doubts you or doesn't believe you in a non-playful way, either you fucked up or she is not trusting. You should probably get out of there. But, I mean, otherwise, just understand you're gonna have an uphill battle, you know. Gotta break through that shell of her not trusting the people that she claims to love and trust, you know? I don't know if I ever had that issue with a girlfriend. Yeah. I've had other issues, but I don't think trust has ever been one of them. We have a long survey happening at a dark purple roiling energy spot and scene. I sense a hostile presence of 2 mutants. Oh, that's so scary. What am I gonna do? What's this one? Oh, block all incoming. There you go. Would you guys stop with all this fucking bullshit AoE crap? So annoying. Oh, I just popped my stupid. I could just teleport for 100G, but we're running back across a very small stream, very shallow, like ankle deep at best, that kind of flows from this waterfall on a mountainside and eventually deposits into the massive lake where a town was enveloped by the lake, by said lake. We're back to the Mushroom Kingdom. Is that TM? Is it like saying, is it really you can't say Super Bowl in like advertisements? You have to say the big game. Is that a real thing? 'Cause I've heard that on some podcasts. I'm kind of curious about it. Back to Sul Ul. The beasts are no more than? They were easy. They're not anything close to what fucking Dikaiosyne is going to be like. Good, good. I hadn't the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood, victims of the curse you heard us speak of in your vision. Oh, so it wasn't really a test. So this curse transforms people into monsters, like how sin eaters can spawn more of their own kind. I will speak no more of this or other matters until you have completed the task I set before you. What'd you give him? This is not negotiable, Granson. Mercy accepted my terms, and so must you. So secretive, the both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? Your comrade refuses to acknowledge his situation. This may take time, but I am patient. Indeed, I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. The princess and her knight is complete. I do not have any of my sponsor non-sponsor. I tried to make a website. I went to Squarespace, which I have heard a lot of advertisements for, and I did not like the experience. Like, all I wanted was to have a blank page before me, and then, like, I could choose a background to start with, and then I could choose what my header would be. But this is like, hey, these are what normal people have in their websites when they build them, blah, blah, blah. This is not what I want. I don't want this. Stop it. Please give it away. And I lasted maybe 10 minutes on that website before I was like, yeah, I don't want to use it. I'm sure it's easy, but it's not what I want my website to be. Like, in my website, all it would be is I would have a picture of every item that I endorse via the Amazon partnership thingy, Amazon affiliate, and then a link that would be my link, so that if you click on it and you buy the item via the link, then I get a cut. And I would just say, check out the link to my website. It has links to my other videos. It has links to the items that will, if you want to purchase them because there's something you'd like to use, I'll get a small cut. So it's one way to support the channel without actually just like straight up giving me money, whatever. But anyway, I didn't get very far with it. However, I will see you guys next time for the next video, like in a second. Bye bye.